Hello, and welcome to the Return to Programs lesson. Our names are Bridget and Jen. Today, we'll be talking about all of the changes that are being made to Special Olympics Ontario programs due to COVID-19. Change can be hard, but these changes will help keep you safe and healthy when you return to your sports. By the end of this presentation, you will learn information behind why changes are being made to Special Olympics Ontario programs, what these changes are, and the top 5 things that will be different when you return to sports. Wow, what a wild and unusual time we have been living in lately. COVID-19 has impacted the lives of many people, including yours. As you know, COVID-19 has paused your sports and programming at Special Olympics Ontario. Because of this, you have not played sports or been involved in other programs since March of 2020. That is a long time to go without your activities and interests. Even though this year has been hard, we are sure that you have done a great job adjusting to all of the new rules. Special Olympics is working on getting athletes back to sports and programming so you can enjoy playing with your friends and teammates again. As an athlete, it is important that you know what changes will be made because of COVID-19 and how things will be different when you return. These changes will make sure that you can have fun and be safe. There will be new rules that you must follow when you return. Some rules include things that used to be allowed, but are not allowed anymore. So it is important that you remember that some things will be different from how they used to be. Other rules are totally new. It is also important to know that these new rules are put in place to protect athletes, coaches, family members, and friends. Sometimes it can be hard or frustrating to remember and follow new rules. But everyone working together and following the rules will help everyone stay healthy and well. You are probably thinking, what are the changes we are talking about? What new rules are there? There are so many changes, but do not let that scare you. Remember, all of these rules exist to keep you and everyone around you safe. We will now go through all of the new rules and explain each one.
Hand washing. You must wash your hands before and after playing sports. You must also wash your hands after going to the washroom or before eating a snack. Wash your hands as much as you can. You will also see more hand sanitizer stations at venues for you to use. Try to use hand sanitizer anytime after touching something or someone. Cleaning and sanitizing your hands often will help get rid of germs and help keep you healthy. Wearing masks. You might be used to wearing a mask already. Across Ontario, you must wear a mask when you are in the store or out in a community. The mask must cover your nose, mouth, and chin. You must wear a mask when you are indoors. The only time you do not have to wear a mask is when you're doing hard exercise, so breathing a lot, or swimming. You must wear a mask when you arrive and leave every day. You will notice that your coaches and the volunteers helping will always be wearing a mask. Wearing a mask will help to keep you and others safe. Avoiding physical contact. We know that this new rule might be a big and hard change, but we know you can follow it. When you return to sports, you must not hug, kiss, or high-five anyone. This includes your team members, friends, or coaches. Everyone must stay 6 feet or 1 body length away from each other. No sharing equipment. Athletes must not share any equipment with each other. This may include baseball bats, tennis rackets, or hockey sticks, just to name a few. Each athlete must only use their own equipment. This also means no sharing water bottles. Filling out forms. When you return to sports and programming, you will have to fill out new forms that will ask about your health and how you feel. Make sure you get help from someone you trust if you need assistance to fill out these forms. Answering health questions. Before playing any sports, you will have to answer some questions about how you're feeling that day. Some examples of what you might be asked are, do you have a headache? Do you have a cough? Is your stomach upset? Do you have a fever? Make sure that you are always telling the truth when answering these types of health questions. Staying home. If you are feeling sick, and even if it's just a little bit, you must stay home. If you are feeling sick, you must not attend any sports events or other programs. You do not want to spread germs to anyone. It is best to be safe than sorry. And finally, be patient and listen. These rules are new to everyone. We are all learning and adjusting to COVID-19 together. It's important to be patient with others as they learn the rules too. Also, make sure that you are always listening and keep updated with changes as they come. It's everyone's job to do their part to keep the community safe and healthy.
If you ever see someone not following the rules, do not yell or be mean. You can nicely tell them what the rules are. For example, if you see someone not wearing a face mask, you can say, I noticed you are not wearing a face mask. It is against Special Olympics rules. Will you please wear one to help keep everyone safe? If someone does not listen to the rules, even after you ask or tell them, talk to a Special Olympics coach or volunteer. Or, if you yourself are not sure about a rule, you can always ask a coach nearby what to do. It is always best to be safe and ask for help. There was a lot of information in this lesson, so we want to end this video with the top 6 things to remember when you return to sports and programming. Wash and sanitize your hands as often as possible. Wear a mask at all times. Do not touch other people. Answer your health questions honestly. Stay home if you feel sick. And most importantly, have fun. This video lesson is just a basic overview of the possible changes that will be put into place. There may be some different rule changes depending on the sport you are playing or what team you are on. There might also be different rules depending on where you live and the restrictions that apply to that area. Ask your coach or Special Olympics volunteers if you have any questions about the rules. Now, we would please like you to watch this video for a review on what we learned today.
Before returning to sport and programs, athletes, coaches, volunteers, staff, officials, parents, and caregivers can follow these tips to protect themselves and others from COVID-19. Practice good hand hygiene. This means washing your hands regularly for 20 seconds and using hand sanitizer before and after your program. Wear a mask as often as possible. This includes when you arrive and depart from your program. Stay at least 2 meters or 6 feet apart from others whenever possible. Avoid physical contact like high fives, handshakes, and hugs. And try to avoid spitting, yelling, singing, and whistleblowing. Bring your own equipment like gloves, balls, and water bottles, and do not share any equipment unless instructed to do so. Arrive to training already dressed to participate. Everyone will be required to sign a health form prior to attending your first program. You will also be asked questions about your health, and attendance will be taken at every program or training session. Programs and training will look different. Please be patient with your coaches and volunteers, and listen to their instructions. And if you have any COVID-19 symptoms, such as a cough, fever, or difficulty breathing, please stay home and check with your healthcare professional to see if you need to get tested. We are all in this together and look forward to seeing everyone back on the field of play soon. For more information, please visit the SOC website at www.specialolympics.ca.
Thank you for watching this video. If you would like more information, please visit the Special Olympics Ontario website. If you have any questions, please remember that you can watch this presentation again. You can always reach out to a trusted family member, coach, or friend if you have more questions as well.